Hey folks, welcome to DD Audio Tech Talks. I'm Jake, and today we're going to talk about supercharging subwoofers. So, what is supercharging? We're talking about adding a custom-formed neodymium shorting ring to the top of a flush-cut pole piece in reverse polarity to the magnetism of the motor. Whenever the neodymium shorting ring is added to the motor, it increases the usable motor strength by 20 to 25%, thus allowing smaller motors to equal the strength of larger motors. And my handy-dandy magnetometer here, stick this little probe down in the gap, tells you how strong the motor is. Measure these Gauss ratings. Unsupercharged, supercharged. Unsupercharged, supercharged. So what does all of that mean? We don't mean that the subwoofer can handle more power. Power handling and motor strength are two very different things. While power handling is usually determined by voice coil size and cooling capabilities, motor strength pertains to the magnetic strength of the motor and its ability to control the moving parts of a subwoofer. Therefore, supercharged subwoofers have the exact same power handling as their non-supercharged counterparts. So what's the difference? Should I supercharge? Should I not supercharge? What is supercharging? The addition of a neodymium shorting ring takes place during the first steps of the subwoofer building process. Instead of adding only the typical aluminum shorting ring onto the top of the pole piece, which sort of passively contains the electromagnetic field within the motor, we supercharge the shorting ring with a neodymium magnet. The typical aluminum shorting ring passively contains the electromagnetic field within the motor. When we add in the neodymium shorting ring under the usual aluminum shorting ring, we kind of take a more active brute force approach to containing the energy within the motor. While the standard aluminum shorting ring acts as sort of a barricade to the electromagnetic field within the subwoofer, the neodymium shorting ring acts as more of a brick wall with an army in front of it, pushing back on the electromagnetic force in the woofer to contain it further. So will supercharging my woofer make my system louder? No. Not in most cases, at least. However, some customers have achieved gains because of the higher BL product, but this all depends on the vast amount of factors at play in any given audio system. Just keep in mind that this is absolutely not the intent of supercharging a subwoofer. After the neodymium shorting ring has been added to the motor has more strength, therefore it has more control over the moving parts. When I say moving parts, I'm talking about the cone and the voice coil and spider assembly. When joined together as one, this is the inside of a subwoofer. Cheers, the moving parts. When you're actually listening to music through your subwoofer, this translates to tighter bass lines, sharper transients, and more accurate bass reproduction overall. Hopefully this has helped you understand what adding the supercharging option to our subwoofers actually does. Now keep in mind that this option is only available on our high-def and power-tuned American-made subwoofers. It is not available on Redline, as they cannot be customized in any way, shape, or form. And no, you can't supercharge a Z. It's already supercharged. That'd be like supercharging something that's already turbocharged. If you have any other questions about our supercharging option or any other available custom options, feel free to give our customer service department a call. Also, be sure to head over to ddaudio.com/dealers to find a dealer near you today. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you right here on the next DD Audio Tech Talks. One time we had a dealer show us this other cool trick you can do. Just kind of neat, just for fun. Got dancing paper clips. How fun.